everyone, it's Clemmy from Clemmy's Creations. I'm going to share with you some envelopes that I made inspired by a lady. Well, I don't know her name, but her YouTube channel is Elegant Tools. I'm going to put a link in the description box below to the video because the envelopes that she made are amazing. So you guys will have to go over and check that out. But I wanted to share what I've come up with today. These are fairly simple. Now, you guys, some of you can do some amazing work. So you can go ahead and decorate these up very nicely. I left mine plain originally with the intention to go ahead and decorate them up, but I'm kind of liking them here. I may do a little bit of, some flat things, some flat embellishing, so I can keep the pages fairly. I don't want them poking out like some of my stuff gets a little bit lavish, I will say. But anyway, I'm going to show you some of the things that I've done. And they're just envelopes, but I like the definition, or whatever you would call that, on the edge of these envelopes. So there's that one. There's that one. And these have been decoupaged. This one has not been decoupaged, but I did 2 rows of that. So there's a pocket, and then there's a little tuck spot behind there as well. And this one, I just did this one and tied some seam binding that I was playing with today for that. Now, some ideas, you can use these in journals, of course, or you can, I was actually thinking about how you guys do the stuffed envelopes. You can actually go in really nicely, add a bunch of, not a bunch, but stuff it out really nice, add a few tags or whatever you want to send off, and include that in some Happy Mail, or just even send it by itself. Now, my plans at first are just to use these on a journal page, and that's why these are in the Paris theme. This is the journals that I'm working on right now. That's their theme, and these as well. Now, I want to show this one because as I was watching her video, you guys know how I do. I like to have envelope booklets, and so I was thinking I can make that into just a little journal. And you can also, this is that thin material, but it's beautiful design. Now you can use the thicker papers like this here to make, if you just want this to stand alone, because this paper is really thin, which is good for putting in journals if you want to, add quite a bit to your journals. But all you do is you make the regular pocket, and you can either, you can probably add like a little hinge, which is what I was going to do at first. Add a little hinge there and glue that down, and then I'll have to show you guys later because I know the way I'm explaining it is not very good. So before I get into showing you how to make the envelopes, I want to show you this. Okay, so these are the offshoots that you get, the little scrap pieces that you get that are left over when you cut your 12 by 12 paper down, is what you use, or what I've used, and I think that's what she used, but I'm not for sure. So you're left with these, okay? So you can make many different things from these, but what I want to show you guys is you can make a tag booklet. All you would do, and I don't have my crocodiles or whatever you call those things. So you guys know I've showed you how to make these little tags before. So you're just going to snip the top of that. Okay. Now, you've got that piece. You just flip it one time, put it over, and snap the other piece. Okay. And I also showed you guys another way to do that. And so let's just go for that right now. So you have another scrap piece of paper, line it up, edge to edge, and snip. Snip that. And I think I cut in a little bit. Now you have your template for the other side. Line it up again, edge to edge, and snip. So you can get any size tag that you want. And you can do any size, make any size tag. if I'm explaining that right. So now you're left with this, a piece that looks like this, okay? Now at this point, you can be done. All you have to do is add a tab piece, which I'm going to show you in a minute. Or like I do, add a couple of sheets of coffee dot paper in there, okay? Because it's a booklet. So once you've done that, you can either come in, let's just get your tab punch that out. Or this is where those extra little pieces that you also have, excuse me. So, and it looks like I probably will go with that because I'm not going to search for days trying to find the perfect little piece. So, you know, go in and distress all of that, distress all of your edges. Right now I'm just going to distress that because that's what I'm working with right now. Okay, fold that in half. You're going to add glue, and I cannot find my my art glitter glue. I think that's what it's called, the little thin glue. So we've been working with the tacky glue. So you're going to add glue all the way on this on the one half of that. Now line your tab up where you want it. Let's do it this way. Line it up where you want it, and I want it about right there. I think that's about center, and then fold that over. Let's come up a little bit. That's a little too low, and I hope I didn't mess that up. Okay, so if you've put enough glue, that should hold, but if not, just go in and glue that again. And hopefully I haven't added too much glue, because this piece should be able to come down and open your booklet like so. And it should also be able to tuck back in, and that keeps your booklet closed, okay? And that's simple as that. That's what you can do with those offshoots. Just add you some coffee dot paper in there. And that's good with some of your thinner paper as well. So now we're going to make these envelopes. And I had to watch the video a couple of times to get it right, because, and then I was doing them all wrong. So we're going to do it the way that she did it now. Let's just put this to the side. So you have your 12 by 12 piece of paper, okay? Now, I was decoupaging mine, so it was taking quite a bit longer, but you're just going to fold it in half. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm going to fold it in half. Crease it well. Now, for measurements, we all work with different size envelopes, right? Or different size journal pages, journals. So the journal that I'm working with, I didn't cut any of the pages down. I simply folded my coffee dot paper in half, and that's where my journal pages are going. So I don't have to measure anything. I mean, I'm going to measure, but not the typical way with the ruler. So I'm going to line that up and see about where I would want it on my envelope. I'm going to take my pencil and I'm going to mark how much I want it to fill. So I want it that long, and then about this wide. Okay. Now we just cut. I don't think I did that straight. I was trying to cut it extra again. So we have that offshoot that we can use to make into a booklet. Okay, so don't throw those away. Now, this is how this is measuring up on the page. Okay, so now your 12 by 12 paper has been cut down, and this is what you have. okay? And just to know, because I cut the wrong way on one of them. So when you're cutting that edge off, go ahead and mark that and make sure that the folded edge is not the piece that you cut off, because then you mess things up. So now you have a piece that looks like this, okay? Your fold line is right here, okay? Take this sheet of paper, turn it one time. Is at a 90-degree angle. Turn it one time, open it up like so. Now you have this. You're gonna sandwich it in like so, okay? So let me show that again, okay? You have it like this. You can either open it up, fold it up, and then cut, which is easier, or go ahead, open it up, fold it and sandwich it, so you can actually see where you're going to line that up, okay? So let's go one more time, because this is easier. I'm sorry. As I explained it, I realized it is easier to do it this way. Just open that up, fold it this way. Now, when you're working with the thicker paper, I go ahead and crease that because it's easier to cut. And let's just crease that, okay? Now, you've got your crease line right here. This is my crease line. If you come all the way up here, this is going to be your flap that's going to fold over. You don't want all that. I come about halfway between this edge of the paper and this crease line. And you're going to cut any kind of decoration your little heart's desire can come up with, okay? So let's go about here and just cut and make, you know, whatever you want to make. Just do that. This is what you have, and you have this piece. Now you're going to open that up, and that it also, I mean, it naturally has a little fold line. So you have this piece, and you have this piece. And this is what makes your envelope, okay? There you have that. Now, what you can do, you can leave that blank if you want to. What she did, she took some newspapers and glued onto there and then cut around, okay? I would take some old vintage paper, since I have a lot of that. If you don't, you can take that, and even, like she said, newspaper, magazines, whatever you want. And then you're gonna glue all of this coffee dot area. You're gonna glue that on top of that, open it up, and then cut around your little scallop edges, or whatever you want to call that, okay? Now, when you put your envelope together, glue this piece to this bottom piece here, okay? And the way I used to do things is, and I need to do that too, because glue, I just feel better that it's a little more secure. So glue, you can glue around that, wait till it's dry, and then stitch around it, because the ones that I showed you guys are stitched, or are going to be stitched, because I like the way that the stitched edge looks. So another thing, when you're putting this on your page, you can do a few things, okay? You can glue it completely down to the page, or you can glue it on these three sides and have a tuck at the top, or you can glue it on these three sides and have a tuck on the side. You can also have a belly band on your page and then just tuck your envelope inside that belly band, okay? Your belly band can be in the middle, or your belly band can be on the edge. So that is the way that she did that. Like I said, I'm going to leave a link in the description box below to her channel. Now, I was amazed. When I saw that video, of course, I had to go and see what else she had come up with. And I was really impressed, you guys, with the energy that she gave, and just with some of her creations. So as soon as I leave or finish this video, I will be going over and asking her if she can make me a journal. So I want to show you guys this one. We'll have to do that later so that doesn't fall. Okay, so this is something that I like. I layered some lace here on the side. I put now this was a little piece of washi tape that I had left over, and I was going to throw it in the trash. I said, no, let me put it on the envelope. So I put it on the envelope, distressed around it, and then I stitched it. And I was like, well, that looks nice. But see, I have gone in, stitched around that edge. Now, I'm going to go ahead and do a little more to this one, okay? So I have offshoots as well from when you're cutting out the paper. And let me show you this paper line, guys. I've got to show you this paper because who was it? Yeah, it was Dolly informed Terry, who informed me, because she knew I had wanted this paper, that this paper was back in stock. And this has been some months ago, so I don't know, but I got 10 of these paper pads, so you guys are going to see this a lot. But I want to show you the paper because it's absolutely gorgeous. Look at those, all those little cutouts to work with. Look at that. That's lovely. And there's another page I'm trying to get to show you guys. There it is. Look at that. All of that to cut out and play with. And that's the name of the paper. I'm sorry, there's a glare. There it is. There's the name of that paper. Okay. Just thought I would show you guys that. So if you see that, you don't have it already, go out and copy one or two or three. Okie dokie. So, of course, I would drop my paper. Hold on, you guys. I gotta get the dust off. Now, does anyone know how to prevent this? I hate when it does that. I love Fabri-Tac, but Fabri-Tac can be kind of messy. So I'm gonna take a scrap piece of paper and get that off of there, because I can't do anything with that right now. And usually after all of it's gotten out of the top, because I guess it's something to do with air, then it's okay. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and glue this down to the page. And I'm going to use Fabri-Tac because Fabri-Tac dries fast. And it, you know, I've got the lace behind it. But you can use... Okay, guys, it's time to go to sleep. I'm dropping everything. You can use tacky glue and just use some clips to hold it till it dries. It doesn't dry as fast. So that's why I prefer Fabri-Tac and a lot of things. Except that Fabri-Tac is pricey. So I just glued this edge to this edge. I didn't glue anywhere else. I'm going to look at that and make sure that it's... straight, okay, but I wanted to cover up that line on the lace right there. Okay, so I'm okay with that. Now I was going to stitch around this, but I'm not. I've got some doilies, not from the score, huge score that I scored the other day, but I've got some of these little doilies that I got from Donna Little, and I'm just going to take a piece of cheesecloth over it, place it over it like so, and then I'm going to see how I like that fitted there. And I like it enough, so I'm going to glue that down using my Fabri-Tac. And I'm showing you this because this is simple, and it's going to make it's just going to turn your envelope from something that I think was already beautiful to something even more beautiful. So I'm just going to center that in there. Raise that up because it did catch, so I don't have to worry about that right now. It caught onto the back of that. And I'm not going to glue this down because I do want to go ahead and, maybe I won't. I'll leave it like that. I'll go, because it's got that line, and I'm not a good seamstress, you guys, but I do love sewing. I don't want to fool with that. So I'm going to place this right there, okay? So I am going to go ahead and glue that down. And I go through a lot of Fabri-Tac, you guys, so I try and load up on them when I go to Walmart. And I prefer the bigger containers, but lately my Walmart has only been having the medium-sized ones. So I'm just going to place that like in the center, and I don't want it to hit anything else except this little band right here. So I'm collecting all the excess glue. I can put a piece of paper behind there. Just say something like this. Hold that down. Press down on that, and that will collect all the excess glue. Okay? Because I don't want anything gathering behind that. So at this point, you have this, and I think that that's lovely. Now, didn't glue anything extra down because you not only have this as a pocket, but now with the envelope closed, you have these as tuck spots. So you have something like so. And there's that. Okay, you guys, that's 20 minutes. I'm sorry that that took so long. It was not supposed to. I'm going to leave a link in the description box below, you guys. And I think for now, that is all. Till next time, everyone have a lovely night, evening, day, wherever you are.